Hello, good morning, children. Today I am going to teach third standard EVS. In that lesson, water in our lives. As children, we need water. Water is very much essential in our life. Like food, air, water is very essential for us. We depend on water for a lot. So in today's lesson, I am going to teach what is the importance of water and what is the role of water in our life in the lesson water in our lives. So water is important. Water is very important for all the living things. Without water, there will be no life. Isn't it, children? We cannot live without water. Although in our planet Earth, we have lot of water, plenty of water on Earth. But only a small part of water is suitable for use. Only a small part of the water is available for drinking. So that type of water is called potable water. The water we use is not salty. So we call that as a fresh water. Okay. So water is very important for all the living things. Without water, there will be no life on earth. Okay, now children, how do we get this water? We get this water by so many sources. We get this water mainly from rain. Yes, rain is a major source of fresh water, children. When rain falls on the ground, it goes down and collects between the rocks under the ground. The water that does collect underground, we call it as groundwater, children. Yes, rain is a main source of water. The water that will comes and seep down into the ground, that called as groundwater. Okay. So beside rain, water also collected in rivers, ponds, lakes. We can see the water. Is it? Yes. Rivers, lakes, ponds are different sources. There are number of sources are there. So rivers, lakes, ponds are different source of fresh water. Okay. In small towns and villages, what people will do? People dig wells to collect the water. They also use hand pumps to rise groundwater to the surface to take the water that is present in the ground. In cities, water from this source is stored in the large tank. If you see the water in cities, it is stored in the large tanks or the huge tanks. We call that one as reservoirs. Okay. Water is then supplied through the pipes to our homes. This will happen in cities. Isn't it, children? Yes. In cities, water is stored in the large tank or the huge tank. We call that one as reservoirs. Then it is supplied to our home through the pipes. In the pipes, the water will come. That water is stored in the reservoirs. From the moment we wake up in the morning, we use water. Is it? For so many purposes. We use the water for drinking, for bathing, for washing. For so many purposes, we are going to use water. We also know the fresh water is limited, even though we are wasting our water. But our needs for water is constantly increasing. We are increasing the use of water. Here, we are using the water for drinking, bathing, washing, and for so many purposes. But our need for water is increasing. We need water for domestic use, for industrial use, for factory use. Along with that, farmers use water to grow the crops, children. Okay. Growing of what crops, we need plenty of water. So the crops to grow, it need water. Farmer use water to grow crops. This process is called irrigation. Water is also means of transport as ships, boats move on it. Isn't no? We have shown. Ships will move, boat will move in the water. So water shortage will take place. When people have less water, then they need, as you can see, especially in the summer season, there is a scarcity of water, children. Yes. When people have less water than they need for their daily activity. So they call that one as shortage of water. There are shortage of water for doing some of the activities. So river water and groundwater are the two sources of fresh water. What we use. India has many water bodies. So many rivers are there. So many ponds are there. This receive water during the rainy season. Yes. When the rain will come, this water bodies, rivers and lakes, ponds, it will be filled out. Rivers are fed by small streams and come down hill and mountains when it rains. So when there is no rain, the river will dry up, the ponds will dry, the lakes will dry. Where there is a less rain. Okay. Very little water goes under the ground. So at that time, groundwater level also decreased. Okay, no? So the groundwater level also drops. When the source of water dry up or have little water, shortage of water takes place, isn't? Along with that, how the shortage of water takes place? Because we are polluting the water resource. For domestic use we are using, industrial waste we are using. So this add to the problems. Okay. Do you know for which river does the water come to your house? Yes. So nearby some of the rivers are there. From that rivers the water will comes. In village people have to walk long away to the wells to collect the water. If you see in the village side. In the village side, people will go for so many far distance to collect the water. They have wells. From that, they are going to collect the water. They store the water in the large tub in the homes. In village, they use the water carefully and it is not wasted. On the other hand, come to the cities are becoming more and more crowded areas. Every day, the population was increasing. Because of that, increase in the use of water. Okay. So, the water, what it was using in the village, they're using carefully when compared to the city side people. This had led to the drastic increase in the demand of water. People in cities also face water shortage. Isn't no? Yes. In city side, we face a lot of shortage of water. Government tankers comes to provide water in case of water shortage. People at that time, you have noticed, they will quarrel, they will stand in a queue and they will collect the water and they will use that water for the house purpose. Yes, children. Government water tanker come to provide water in case of water shortage. People at that time stand in a queue for several hours for their turn to come and fill the buckets from the tankers. This is the main problem what the people were facing in the city side, children. Isn't? As a result of water shortage, water is not freely available for household use. There is less water to grow crops also. There is even shortage of electricity because electricity is generated by water. If this condition continues for several years or a year or 2 years, so at that time we face a problem. That problem is nothing but drought. Okay. So making water safe for drinking, children. How we have to make a water that is fit for drinking? As you know that I have told, a little quantity of water is available for drinking. So that water is called as a potable water, the water which is fit for drinking. So that water is called potable water. It is very important to make water absolutely safe for drinking and to prevent disease. Okay. So water which is fit for drinking, we call that one as potable water. Okay, no children? It is very important to make water safe for drinking and to prevent the diseases. Yes, children. So the safe water is good for health. So the pure water, it doesn't contain the diseases. Okay. Water collected from open source like wells, rivers, lakes can make safe at the home. Yes, children. Collect the water from the wells, rivers, lakes, and then follow certain steps to make the water suitable to drink. What are the steps, children? The first step is boiling. Yes. Boiling kills the germ. Yes, children. So the boiling of the water kill the germ in the water. Okay, so after collecting the water from the ponds, lakes, pools or any other place, we have to boil the water to kill the germs that is present in water. Water should be boiled and then cool before drinking of it. So the first step is boiling of the water. Okay. Next is filtration. Water has many dirt or dust particle along with that some of the things. So that it should be removed by straining water. Yes. So the next step is filtration. Water has many particles of dirt. Dirt can be removed by straining water through a filter. We have to use a filter to filter the water. However, it is best to boil and then filter water. First you boil it and filter it. Boiling kill the germs, filtering remove the dust. Then afterward drink it. How we are doing the water purification? What is a water purification plant? To supply water to towns, cities, water should be cleaned first. Isn't it, children? Yes. This is done in water purification plant. In water purification plant, first water is sent to the stand in a large tank so that the particles of sand, mud, plastic or any other thing it should be settled. So the first step in a water purification plant, water is first left to stand in large tanks so that the particles of the sand, mud settle down. Okay. Next, the water is passed into the filter beds. Okay. So, the water after sending to the large tank so that the particles like sand, mud should settle down. Next, the water is passed to the filter beds. Okay, now it is passed to the filter beds. Okay, no? Then, after sending the water is passed to the filter beds and it is filtered. Then it is chlorinated, children. Yes. Then chlorine gas is passed through the water. When we are going to pass the chlorine gas, the bacteria will kill. Yes. Chlorine gas is passed through the water to kill bacteria. Okay. Water from here is then pumped through the pipes to overhead storage tank. Okay, the first step is water. It should be sent to the large tank so that the suspended particle like sand, mud, it should settle down. Then it is passed to the filter beds where it filter and then chlorine gas is passed to kill the bacteria. Then it is pumped through the pipes, overhead shortage tanks. From these tanks, the water is sent through the pipes to the home. Yes, children. First, the water is allowed to the tank. From that sand, mud, it will be settled down. Then that water is passed to the filter beds. Again, chlorine gas is provided to kill bacteria. Then finally, it will move to the overhead storage tank. From this storage tank, the water is sent to our home. Okay. Next is storing the water. How we are going to store the water. Okay. So, how we are storing the water. Storing water. We often need to store water at home. Water may be stored in buckets, tubs or other containers. Is it no? In few families, need to share the water. In few families need to share the water. It may be stored in the large or overhead tanks. The water we use for drinking is stored in the bottles, pots, pitchers. Isn't no? Yes. Drinking water must not be stored for more than 2 or 3 days, children. Yes. Container used for storing water must be cleaned regularly and dried it. Stored water must be kept covered. Why? The mosquitoes will grow in it. So, what the precautions you have to take? For drinking water, do not store the water for 2 to 3 days. Container used for it, it should be cleaned regularly. Stored water must be kept covered to avoid from the mosquitoes. Okay. Since water is scarce, we must not waste the water. It's very precious thing that God has gifted for us. We can see water by not using, we can save the water by not using a shower. In the shower, lot of water is wasted. So you have to take a bucket. Okay, bucket bath will save. So we can save water by not using the shower. Having a bucket bath will save the water. Okay, no? Avoid using of shower. Use a water for the bathing in the buckets. Okay. We must not let water run while brushing our teeth. Okay. And then we should shut the taps or close the taps after water used or use so water does not drip. We should get all leaks in pipes or taps in our home repaired quickly, or else water will be wasted. So the rainwater harvesting we have to do is a process in which rainwater is collected and stored and is used for later purpose, for washing, for different purpose we are using. Rainwater is cleaned by filtration and stored in the underground tanks. Okay, no children, and then it is used for so many purpose. It is a great way of storing the rainwater. That is by rainwater harvesting technique. Okay, now children, in today's class, we learned a lot of things about the water, how we have to use the water and how we have to purify the water. Some of the methods we learned. In the next class, I am going to continue the same lesson. I hope you understood the lesson. Until then, bye. Have a good day.